doing business with her. I got 2 words for her. I would have picked up. I should have gone just like this. I should have said, Stairmaster. Boom, hung up.
Oh.
Done with it. Next case. All right, let's do some news.
Well, I didn't know I was onto something either when I went to see John Stamos, and we went backstage, and Lori Loughlin was there, and she had this guy with her. But, you know, I don't know anything about her. Then I pick up the tabloids, and everybody's carrying on about how she left her husband for this designer. And he was sitting right there in the room with her.
See that?
I had no idea I was looking at a scoop. It's amazing what goes on.
She's a hot little number. The one who played...
You know, she was doing that new show with Tony Danza. But apparently he's written her out, and she, you know, her part was getting so small she decided to quit or something.
Look at her morals. Tony Danza didn't want to be part of that.
Well, he didn't want another moonlighting, apparently, and so he started getting rid of all the mushy stuff. She was supposed to be his love interest.
Bad morals.
Bad morals.
Leaving a husband like that, doing the wrong thing. You don't want to be around it.
Too much.
He's a family
Tony
man.
wants to keep his
family image.
Family image all clean and spiffy.
Right.
He can leave wives.
Well, yeah.
Just fight for it.
Meanwhile, I see, speaking of morals, Princess Di, they say, is now getting it on.
And she got bad morals, too. That's a lady, man, she doesn't stop. She's like a jackrabbit.
They say she has a new lover.
Jackie Martling.
And has been bragging to friends that she's getting it 2, sometimes 3 times a day.
Wow.
Told
3
her
times a day.
That this is the most passionate relationship she's ever been in.
Who's she with, Chris Darden?
He's taken her to levels she has never experienced.
When I was younger and I wasn't married, man, I'd meet a girl the first time, she'd slide her hand down my pants. I had a girlfriend in Princeton 5 times a day. I used to do it. 5 times a day with her.
How many times did you do it 5 times a day?
All the time.
Oh, you liar.
Swear to God.
How long did the relationship last?
Couple of months, almost a year. Swear to God.
Yeah,
5 times a day.
You know what? These stories get better as you
get her on the phone.
Along. We can't.
She won't talk to us.
She was so good she won't even speak.
She only dumped me because I had a small penis. She told me that.
So you were doing it 5 times a day. She wasn't.
No, I was doing it with her. She loved it. Did everything.
No, it wasn't very good for her.
It had to be because I would hold out so long by the 5th time. So long.
She dumped you like a hot potato.
It's only because I was small.
Then it wasn't good, Howard. Just get used to it.
For me, it was good. Can you believe that? Because I was small.
It's always good for the guy.
She said to me, I met a guy with a big penis. I couldn't believe it. I'm a great guy,
Yeah,
too.
he thought he was really doing something.
Yeah. 5 times I gave it to her.
You got fired.
5 times and she left.
Yeah. Yep.
That's unheard of.
That's fun.
She dumped my ass.
What happened to Robin, by the way? Wasn't Gary going to see about her?
He never does a good job.
I see.
Couldn't get her on the phone.
Couldn't?
No,
she's not going to do it?
No, I think tomorrow I could talk to her.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they claim in the Star now that Prince Charles is acting like a jilted lover. He's all upset that Di's having a good time.
Yeah. He's a fool. Could have had her. She's good looking. Big chest. She got implants, I think. She got a huge chest now. Definitely one for the implants.
No, I don't think so. Royalty doesn't do that.
Oh, man.
But anyway, everybody was saying, they're all saying now that, everybody thought she was just staying out of the press because of this new revelation about the divorce. But she apparently was holed up with the new lover who's some kind of a horse trainer, they think.
Yeah.
And she was in there just banging away like a broken screen door.
Right.
On a rickety old porch.
Wish I was. I get it once, Saturday. Boom. That's it. It's over.
She's having the time of her life now. So they don't know when this divorce will take place, but everybody's saying Di's got a new lover and she's happy.
Probably bends her over the sink.
Whatever he's doing, he's doing the right thing for Di.
Yes, sir!
It's got to be great to get someone like a princess. Get her bent over the sink in the dog-style position. It's got to be great. It's got to be a rush.
You think so?
Sure. You kidding?
Now, when a guy becomes president, it's kind of hard, but you have to remember that he was just a guy.
Go ahead. What's your point?
There's a new book coming out about the Clinton White House.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, who Clinton is and this whole Whitewater thing.
Don't want to know who he is.
And in this book, they say that the reason now he's all entangled in this Whitewater thing.
Right.
And you wonder, how the hell does this happen?
How does it happen?
Well, according to this book, it happens because Hillary Clinton is so nervous that he's going to dump her. She's got to make sure the family is financially secure in case he takes a powder.
Wow. How do you like that?
Because there were all these stories about his infidelity. And there's even a report in the book that he told someone, the Susan McDougal, who's a part of the Whitewater case, that he loved being governor because women were throwing themselves at him.
Sure. It's a great way to get women.
For all of his life, when he was growing up, he was the fat boy in the big boy jeans.
Right. That's me. And
now women were falling all over him, and he was having the time of his life.
Bastard.
So even when the people who were involved in this Whitewater thing came to Hillary and said, we could get you out of this, she was the one who said, no, this is supposed to pay for Chelsea's college education. We're staying in it. So,
well, then she had a point.
According to this book.
Then you can't blame her.
Can't blame her.
That's right. Got to get up to some illegal activities. Just to pay for education. That's it, man. She got nervous.
You know, when your husband's running around, got to roll an eye. Got to think about the bottom line.
There you go.
So that's why we're in this big mess. And that's just according to this book. It doesn't necessarily have to be true.
It's probably true.
But Al D'Amato's certainly not sorry to hear that there's a new book on the way. Speaking of Al D'Amato, he is saying that he would like to see Bob Dole pick Colin Powell as his running mate.
I would not. I don't know what this Colin Powell's done, but everyone's all excited about Colin Powell. I don't know who he is.
They think he brings some kind of balance to the ticket.
I don't get that. I guarantee you it's only... Listen, he's a black guy. That's the only thing I can see. He's a ex-general black guy.
Yeah, but what is somebody else?
I don't know. But I don't know what Colin Powell stands for, what he's done.
White guy.
Name a white guy. Christy Todd Whitman. There's someone who's done something. At least she served in government.
He's done something. He was in
the
military.
All right, what did he do?
I don't know. He ran that invasion into...
told George Bush, don't kill Saddam Hussein. That's it. No brainer.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Didn't kill Saddam Hussein. Great. On my
I
ass.
like that about a person.
Here I am sending our boys over there and we don't kill Saddam Hussein.
Here I am?
Yeah, I sent them over. I can't believe it. Then the guy, I don't know, Chrissy Todd Whitman, look what he's done.
That's a she.
I say he's a guy. Look what he's done.
You mean everybody. Women can't do anything. Blacks can't do anything.
Oh, blacks can do plenty. I don't mind having a black president. But give me a guy who's done something.
Well, he's done something according to every person but you.
Not me. Chrissy Todd Whitman reduced taxes. Had the insurance thing over there. Anyway,
Bob Dole is coming up to Super Tuesday tomorrow. He's still campaigning, but he sounds like a guy who thinks he's got it all wrapped up. Here he is.
Let's hear this big mouth. He's got nothing. You know what he has to do? He has to live. Guy's old. He might not make it till election day.
72.
I smell victory in the air. Yeah, that's right.
That's what you smell. I smell victory in the air. That's funny.
Yeah, we got to hold on to that.
I smell victory in the air.
And here he is making some kind of a statement.
I'd rather see Christopher Darden as vice president.
My responsibility now is to bring the party together, unify the party so we can send Bill Clinton back to Little Rock in November. That's what it's got.
Everybody, want to hear my Bob Dole impression?
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I want to hear. Bob Dole. Want to hear. That's what it sounds like to me.
Pat Buchanan is also in the news. I guess they are hinting around now that these other two guys, Steve Forbes and Pat Buchanan, ought to drop out of the race.
Right. Unify the party.
And they're wondering what they need to do in order to do that. But the idea of Colin Powell being a running mate is not sitting very well with Pat Buchanan.
Yeah, he wants somebody more nuts like him.
I'm not a deal maker, and my sister's not talking to anyone. We're going ahead to win this Republican nomination, get as many delegates as we can, as many votes as we can. And I think I sort of made it clear that we're going to go to this Republican convention. And we want the party to reflect the views and values of the people we represent, which I think are the majority of Republicans, even those who are not necessarily voting for me. Many of them agree with me.
What a baby.
Yeah, and he says he and his people will walk out if Colin Powell or any pro-abortion candidate becomes the running mate of Bob Dole. So that would close the door on Christy Todd Whitman, too. She's for a choice.
Get all those jack-offs out of the party. Then you might have a normal party that can win the presidency. Most Republicans are pro-abortion.
Well, that's what the exit polls are showing, yes. But you can't tell Pat Buchanan that. And he was referring to the fact that some reports had said his sister was in negotiation with the Dole people about possibly jumping out of the race. However, he says that's not going on. Also, they say top aide to Steve Forbes is hinting around that if Bob Dole would adopt his flat tax, he might be willing to step out of the race. So we'll have to see what goes on. Super Tuesday tomorrow. The number of primaries, including the big ones, Florida and Texas, and Bob Dole is supposed to be the front runner.
Super Tuesday.
Let me see what else is going on here. Of course, we're all in a state of grief knowing that George Burns is no longer with us. A private funeral service will be held tomorrow at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale, California, for George.
We should send Stuttering John.
He will be buried next to his beloved wife, Gracie.
Yeah, and boy, he loved her, because he was nothing in show business, and then when he met up with her, he became something.
Yeah, he kept having to change his name.
Yeah.
Because he would be so bad that nobody would rehire him after he had done an act for them, so he kept coming up with these different names every week so that he could get rehired again. And then somebody told him, I think it was George Burns Jack Benny, who had a friend, and they knew this woman who was at 16 at the time, and she wanted to hook up with somebody and do a team act. Yeah. And Jack Benny introduced George Burns to Gracie Allen. I think it was 4 years later. Right. They were married.
Yeah, he didn't want to lose her.
And the rest was history. But he never had any success until he hooked up with her.
Used to work with animals.
And anything else he could think of. He had all kinds of props, but it was Gracie that turned his life around.
Worked with seals, I believe, at one point.
I think we have a little bit of George Burns.
We do?
Yeah.
What do we have, his hand?
No.
No. That's worth a lot of money.
His voice, Howard.
Oh, you have his voice. Who cares about that? Thought you had a piece of him when you were talking. Let me see if I can find it. You wouldn't have a number on that, would you?
Oh, I have to look up a number for you. It's probably number 12.
12? Oh, you're right. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Number 12, Robin. Oh, yeah.
I asked Gracie where she'd like to spend her honeymoon. And she says, oh, I don't know. Ask my sister Bessie where she'd like to go. So I had a talk with her. I explained to her that the honeymoon was more fun if there were just two people. And I convinced her. And she and Bessie wrote me from Niagara Falls every day.
Sounds like Jackie's show.
Nancy and I had a honeymoon.
You know what I was wondering? Does this make Cindy right? Remember a couple of months ago, Cindy said that George was on his deathbed?
Yeah, she was right.
So I guess she was. She vindicated in the end.
She had it right.
Here are a few people who were close to George Burns, who had worked with George Burns, who remember him. Here's John Denver.
John Denver?
Number 11.
He was in the Oh God movie.
That's right, Howard.
I wouldn't have remembered that unless I saw it on TV.
I sent George a note on his 100th birthday, and I told him there's not a day goes by that I don't think about him.
Sure.
That something doesn't happen that reminds me of the time we had together, the film that we were making, and what it was about. And I'm sure that will continue the rest of my life.
Nice.
And Walter Matthau at the People's Choice Awards last night. He was voted Best Actor, I suppose, in a comedy movie for Grumpier Old Men, and he took the opportunity to accept his trophy as a time to remember his friends.
I would like to take this opportunity to say goodbye to George Burns, from whom I learned everything.
Oh. You ain't going to hear me thanking him. That's nice, though, I guess. What the hell?
I said to George a couple of years ago, how does it feel? Is it tough being 98 years old? He said, yeah, it's pretty tough, but not as tough as comedy.
There you go.
They say that a lot of stars should turn out for George Burns' service tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm thinking of going.
His friends include Walter Matthau, Jack Klugman, Jack Lemmon, Milton Berle, and Tony Randall. Of course, he's also credited, I guess, partially with discovering Anne Margaret.
I'm a celebrity. Any package, Mr. Ed.
Well, I didn't know that,
Yeah.
so that is amazing. Goodbye, funny man.
Boy, that's some crowd they're having there. I bet you there's going to be a couple of deaths at the funeral.
I was going to say, keep the ambulances close by.
They ought to have the funeral in an oxygen tent.
Since we're getting on to the People's Choice Awards, we might as well wrap those up, too. They occurred last night.
I didn't even know they were on. I'm sick of them.
This is one of the most lackluster of the award shows because they don't even really have any performances or anything. People just come out, give the award, somebody comes up and accepts the award, and it seems that everybody knows that they're going to get the award before it happens anyway, because even people who aren't there are there on videotape accepting their award.
Yeah, these are the awards where everyone goes, these are the most important awards because it comes from the people.
Right, and that's what everybody says. So here are a couple of people accepting. Reba McEntire won for Best Female Singing Artist, I guess.
No kidding.
And she accepted her award in honor of another person who left us recently.
Bob Morton?
As you all know, we have recently lost one of our most prized possessions in the country music.
Wait, let me think. Who the hell did we lose? Oh, you gave me a hint.
Yes.
Minnie Pearl.
Yeah. You didn't remember?
Minnie Pearl.
Is she crying?
And we'd like to accept this award of the People's Choice on behalf of my lovely, lovely Miss Minnie Pearl. Thank y'all very much. We love you.
Hey, if anybody's got the movie Happy Hooker Goes to Hollywood, can you call us and get it to us?
Why is that?
Well, we want to play some clips from it on the air.
Is that anything to do with Minnie Pearl?
No, nothing to do with it.
Oh, you.
Why, was Minnie Pearl in that?
You brought it up because I thought maybe something here had triggered a memory.
You don't think that was a good segue? Not professional?
Oh, boy.
I got no memory of Minnie Pearl, except that goddamn hat with that stupid sticker hanging off it.
How did the Happy Hooker come up?
Every time she got on this stage, I felt like I was at a Klan meeting. I don't know. She just evokes that feeling in me. Worst part of the country.
She seemed like a nice enough lady.
Not to me.
A couple of the other winners last night. Tom Hanks he won 2 awards.
He wins every award.
I don't know what they were giving him awards for.
He's there to take them, though. He just went to an award show. He could have a full-time career.
You know, I'm not sure what Sir Tony said, but I sure do love him, boy. I love you, Sir Tony. I'm a very lucky man because I got to portray Commander Jim Lovell. Man, I have great respect and affection for, not just because
good movie.
He flew in space 4 times. But
you know, my wife went to see that pig movie yesterday. Says the worst piece of garbage she ever saw. Can you imagine that that's nominated for Academy Award?
Movie, yeah.
That's ridiculous. And Ron Howard isn't getting nominated to be best director for Apollo 13? Right.
John, the only person I know who's seen it is Stuttering John, and he said he really liked it.
Well, he's an idiot.
Because he's still married to the prettiest girl from Wisconsin. He's got 4 great kids, and he's still a great guy who never wipes a smile off his face, even when some people would like him to. I'm a very lucky man because I was able to take part in this motion picture that meant a lot to me, and I think you know.
I've heard it already.
You know what's interesting to me? There seems to be a new thing at these award shows. You have to, make sure to kiss your wife.
Kiss her ass.
Before you run up on the stage.
Yeah.
No, I meant literally. You have to kiss your wife. You win, they announce it, the camera comes to you, you kiss your wife, and then you make the move toward the stage.
When I win my Academy Award for my movie, no kissing anybody.
The only person who didn't make that move was Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Shoshana was sitting right there. When they announced Jerry's name, Jerry leaped out of his chair, raised both arms in the air, and ran up on stage.
Right.
He didn't kiss Shoshana.
He never wins any awards. He had to be happy.
I guess so. He forgot all about his girlfriend. Here's Sandra Bullock, who seems to win every award these days.
Isn't she over with already? By the time you start getting awards, it means you're over with.
I think my greatest blessing in life was that nobody ever told me to grow up. And those people are probably really regretting it right now. But it allows me to laugh at just about anything
What's she talking about?
the world has to offer. So I want to thank the people who taught me how to laugh.
So she didn't grow up?
My mom, my dad, and my sister, who we've had to learn to laugh at some
blah, blah, blah.
jokes.
Oh. What's the hardest joke she had to laugh at? What's her sad
I don't know.
story?
She didn't elaborate.
Yeah, great.
Garth Brooks has learned his lesson. He now accepts his awards and goes away.
Yeah,
he doesn't leave them on the podium.
Nut.
Thank you. Coming in, people kept saying how much that our music does for people. For me, it's quite the opposite. I want to thank the people that do the thing for me. First of all, I got to start with my wife, Sandy. It's been a wonderful ride. I don't know how much longer it'll last, but I'll do it again.
I think he better be talking about the career, not the marriage.
To the people, I'll never get it across to you, but thanks.
I think his hat's too tight.
For me.
Big giant hat.
Bless you guys.
He's pretty funny because he has to take that hat off to kiss the people. The hat's too far out. The brim is too far out to get close to somebody. So he's constantly taking off the hat and putting it back on.
Can't they, go under the hat, like an awning?
No, apparently that doesn't work. So he has to whip off the hat, kiss, and then go up on the stage.
Too bad.
And Anne Margaret, she has a funny delivery. She won for Best Actress in a comedy, I guess.
Well, she still talks like a sex kitten, except she's 900 years old. Doesn't work. That's what happens when girls get ugly. They still think they're good looking. And you can hear her choppers when she talks, too. Right?
Now, that can't be very sexy.
Big choppers.
Oh, my. I have done 3 films with Mr. Walter Matthau. I call him Fred.
Honey, you're too old to be talking like that.
And Jack is Frack. And can you imagine how much fun it is to make films with them?
Shut up!
So much fun to accept this award, along with Frick and Frack and Sophia and Bert.
Frick and Frank.
And
Jack and Matt and Walter.
Huggy Bear.
Kevin and Daryl. And Mark Stephen Johnson, the writer. Where are you?
The writer?
You're right.
The writer.
And
that's a director-writer.
John Davis and George Folsey Jr., otherwise known as General Patton.
When I accept an award, I'm going to get up there like, hi, everybody. I'd just like to thank everybody. My writer and everyone else. I think she got a little shook up when didn't she take a fall and bust up her face?
Yeah, she did a long time ago.
She needs a high, hard one.
Boy, to enjoy working on a film as we did the two
get her off, give her the hook.
Shut up!
And then to get an award for it, it's just unbelievable. And I just want to
She thinks she's interesting.
Yes.
Let's look at this. Oh my God! You just cut her right off. It's pretty, you know what it is? When she was really good looking, she could talk. They'd listen for hours. Yeah, no one told her to shut up, so she thinks she's interesting.
She thought they were giving her background music.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are the highlights, I suppose, of the People's Choice Award.
I just want to thank you. In real life, she probably barks like a truck driver. I know lots of women who talk like that. Then all of a sudden you hear them on, where are you, Scott?
Now let's get the frig out of here.
What else, Robin?
Mayor Rudy Giuliani went to Jerusalem this weekend to show support for tourism in that beleaguered country and to show that we are not going to be daunted by terrorism. So here he is. He met with some of the families who lost relatives in the recent bombing attack.
When you take it to a personal level like this, the mother and the father and the family having lost someone they loved and cared for, it really is, you get a sense of the terrible price that we pay for this terrorism.
Benjamin Netanyahu, who is an Israeli official, says his country has made some mistakes and that's why they're suffering so.
Oh, yeah?
I think Israel made...
the mistake is being Jewish, because everybody hates the Jews.
That you can't help.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad scene over there.
Sorry that it did, because it's my country and it's my government, whether or not I'm in opposition. The basic mistake that they've made was to fail to understand that the peace that we all want is predicated on on security, on fighting terrorism. And the further mistake was that they subcontracted the job of the fighting terrorism to Yasser Arafat. He didn't do the job.
There you go.
That's how he feels about it.
Got to take a break, I guess, huh? All right. Here we go. Another break. They won't want to let me out of here. And we'll come back. We'll wrap up.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. It's The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Okay, Robin, anything else in the news?
Yeah, were you watching the stock market on Friday? Everybody's wondering what it's going to do today.
Infinity stock didn't get affected.
Yeah, but the market dropped 171 points.
Yeah, well.
And they're all speculating as to what will happen this morning.
It'll go back up.
Well, yeah, eventually.
It does.
Oh, here's our stock expert.
It's up already.
It's up already, right?
Is it up already?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah, you wanted to go look for some good buys.
I was hoping it would go down more. Then you buy more.
Infinity stayed right up there.
Well, it only went down a point, Infinity.
Yeah, I mean,
It always goes up and down.
Yeah. Point here and there. Oh, that company's on fire. This company we work for, they just bought about 12 new radio stations.
Yeah, well, somebody said it. They spent $700 million over the last couple of weeks.
And they got another $1 billion to spend.
Ooh. Give it to me.
How about getting the temperature working here so we're not walking around with our winter coats in the
That's how
hall?
they make all their money.
They're like
not
slumlords.
buying heat.
So cold today.
You know what? We need one of those kerosene heaters like poor people get when they burn up their houses. We need one of those.
I think our company is cash poor. Let me see. I got an article here that says what they just bought. Want to hear it real quick?
Well, you read this on the air last week or so.
I don't think so.
It's about this company that has the 12 radio stations in small markets.
Let's see. Infinity picks up 3 Orlando stations. I guess this is out of Orlando. Infinity Broadcasting Corporation, the nation's biggest independent radio company. What does that mean? That there are other companies that are bigger, but they're not independent?
Right. Well, we're not a network or something. You know, the network.
I think we're the biggest of all the people that only own radio stations and post-own radio stations and all of them.
No, but like CBS Corporation owns... Wait a second. I got to lower Fred's mic. He's putting away carts, and it's just very hard to hear. Okay. He's busy getting himself ready, like a busy beaver. Did you hear all that noise he's making back there?
I always hear Fred.
Way down on the floor.
Oh, I got your mic off, pal. I don't know what to tell you. I don't care where it's way down. I can barely hear me.
Keep it way back there.
Okay.
Freddie has no idea how noisy he is.
No. When I want him to talk into the microphone, he won't. But the carts...
He's
I guess
not noisy with his mouth.
He keeps the mic down by the carts.
He is noisy with his cart.
There you go.
Trying to include the dude, but you can't. He just ignores the fact that his microphone's on. Guess he doesn't hear it.
No, you can't.
So anyway, what was I talking about?
Independent. You were asking what did it mean, independent radio company.
Like CBS Radio owns... I think Infinity's the largest company no matter what.
I don't know. Like with the others, they're always factoring in, they own TV as well as radio. This is a purely radio company. It's a radio-driven company.
Infinity Broadcasting Corporation, the nation's biggest independent radio company, announced Monday that it will buy 3 Orlando radio stations as part of its $410 million deal that includes a dozen stations in 5 markets. No wonder they fired all the DJs here. They got no money left. Infinity will pay cash to buy adult contemporary station 98.9 FM, classic rock station 96.5, and oldie stations 990 AM from Granum Holdings of New York. Man, it's the second major radio deal for Orlando in less than 2 weeks. And they go into some mega deals such as... And then Infinity just bought a company for $300 million.
Right. That makes the $700 million that they've spent in the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
That's the advertising company.
Yeah, the advertising company that...
Which is great.
They
It's
control
an outdoor advertising company.
billboards. It's all over the world. Billboards, bus signs.
Those cab signs, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, the telephone booths, right?
Yeah. I would never have the balls to buy a radio station, I got to admit. Like, people said to me, why didn't you, buy a radio station? I'm going, because the one I buy will be in the toilet.
It'll tank.
And all the ad agencies will ignore me, and, it'll just be bad. I know I couldn't pull that off.
Well, anyway, that's Infinity's deal. I was talking about the stock market.
Yeah.
So they're back up again, so everybody... John says that's a bad thing for him because he wanted to go shopping.
Right.
Meanwhile, you have often wondered how you're going to make out with Social Security. There's going to be a hearing in a Senate subcommittee today to determine exactly what is going on with Social Security and how baby boomers will be affected. They now say that you will get your benefits, Howard.
Oh, yeah?
And not only will you get your benefits, but you'll get a lot more benefits than you ever paid into the system as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, man.
And that the Social Security system is doing all right so far, but they do have to do something sometime way in the future if they're going to continue to have this program keep going. They say that so far they think they can keep the checks going out for at least another 35 years.
I don't know. It's rough. Seems to me like we're right at the edge on that thing. I believe that the Social Security system has to be reformed. I think people who make more than $70,000 a year in retirement should not get a Social Security check. I don't think it's an entitlement that everyone should get. I have a lot of feelings about Social Security.
Well, I'm just telling you, you once said that it's never going to pay you anyway, but they're saying they would have some money for you.
Yeah, sure.
Down in the some part of Texas, they're complaining about the weather too, but it's not snow or tornadoes or anything like that. They need rain. So here are a couple of preachers, apparently all the churches were praying for rain this past Sunday.
Really?
And here are a couple of those prayers.
What will we do?
Wow.
What will we do? What will we do?
Listen to these guys. No wonder it's not raining. That's not very inspired.
What will we do? What will we do?
Stop that. That's not
What will we do?
Preachers, that's with you.
All right, here we go.
Father, we are very, very dry and without moisture. And it's causing great problems.
And Father, as your forgiven children, we just...
It's like voodoo. Father... Man, it's weird. Grown men speaking to some pie in the sky, looking for that rain. Where's the rain? I believe in the rain dance, the Indian rain dance. I believe that works. See, this don't work. I'm into Indian rain dance.
Rain dances work.
Yeah, this makes more sense. At least you get some exercise.
You today, Lord, that you might send rain.
And here's a rancher, Larry Browning. He says he thinks the prayers are going to work.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He also thinks that pig talks in that movie.
I believe with all my heart that something will happen when we ask God for it, and that He'll provide for us.
Yeah. That's that to all the people who were slaughtered in World War II, where God was.
They were praying up a storm.
Oh, look, now it'll never rain.
We went through a whole bunch of medical problems with Billy Graham. Now it's his wife's turn, Ruth Bell Graham. Her condition is listed as critical but stable.
Ruth Bell Graham?
She's still in an intensive care unit after surgery last Saturday for treatment of bacterial spinal meningitis. A hospital spokeswoman,
I have that,
speaking for the family, quotes Billy Graham as saying that when this is over, Ruth and he will be much better servants of the Lord because learning lessons of dependence on God will make them that much better able to serve.
Oh, that's a good attitude.
He uses a sickness like this not only in her life but in the lives of others as well. Even while she's hospitalized, she's speaking to others, and that's certainly what we're seeing here at Mission. So apparently she can talk to some people in the hospital about God while she's there, and that's why God put her there.
Right.
That's a good way to look at it. Wherever God puts you, there's a reason for it. Whether it's bad or good.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a reason for putting me in this microphone.
And this is a very heartwarming story. Sometimes you talk about getting a dog, maybe you should.
Yeah, we want one, but I don't think the kids can handle it right now. My 3-year-old.
How old do they have to be?
My 3-year-old couldn't handle it.
Why?
She's brutal with animals.
She has
a huge gash on her face from fighting with the cat. And my cat's real. My cat only has back claws, and she's got a gash on her face.
Oh, well, what did she do?
And the cat's the most gentle cat. I don't know. She terrorizes the damn thing. She puts all her weight on it and pushes down on it. And hurts it. So she is not ready. you know.
And you can't say anything to her to stop her from doing it?
Please. She don't listen.
Oh, you are the worst.
She's a 3-year-old. She's like Baba Booey. Don't listen.
Well, this story is just incredible.
Baba Flunky.
This 10-year-old boy with Down syndrome was found Saturday in the woods. I don't even know exactly where this was.
Probably in Bayville near Timmy the Cat.
No, Cassville, Missouri.
Yeah.
You know, it was like record-breaking cold, and he got outside and wandered off, and nobody could find him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 2 barking dogs led searchers to Josh Carlisle. The strays apparently cuddled with him to keep him warm. And one of the dogs even chased the ambulance that drove him to the hospital. Like, they got so attached to him after keeping him warm and keeping him alive and finding help for him that they even ran after the ambulance when it was taking him to the hospital.
Dogs rule, man.
I'm telling you, my cats do nothing.
I know. My cat would let me die.
My cats would eat me, I think.
Yeah, dogs rule. Dogs really do love man. They are like dogs.
Isn't that incredible?
No wonder they're dogs.
They
love man.
You're his dog, Fred. That's
right.
a compliment.
Oh, yeah. Fred's as loyal as a dog.
Now, Josh's mom says that she's thinking about adopting these 2 dogs. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? Of course you adopt those dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Saved your son's life.
I'm thinking about Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Is that incredible? I love that.
Oh, yeah.
And now let's end with a little Bruce Springsteen. Bruce is, I guess, over in Europe with that
I
tour.
don't care. Do you think I care?
That acoustic tour.
Yeah.
And he says he decided to go this route because of one good reason.
Cuts down on overhead.
When I came up with this record, which was basically acoustic, you know,
He's cool.
It's going to be the opportunity to go out and put something together that gives me an alternative to playing with the band, you know. And
yeah, man.
And also, it's something that it sets me very, very directly in the present, you know. It's I can have an opportunity to, like I said, on this show, I come out and...
What is he, Stevie Wonder?
I don't have to play myself. I can just be myself, you know what I mean?
He's just trying to be a rock star.
He doesn't have to play himself. He's playing himself when he's in front of a band.
He doesn't talk like that. That's like rock star. Hey, man. Hey, you know, man. Man. He doesn't talk like that. He's much more educated than that. He grew up in Jersey. Who's he kidding? He's just trying to be like a rock star. Hey, man.
Well, he's still playing himself.
Yeah.
And here's a little bit of his music. That music that he planned out.
But nobody's kidding nobody about it.
Hey, it's Bob Dylan. It's all right. What's that song go? It's all right. What is it?
Don't think twice, it's all right.
Don't think twice, it's all right. Same stupid song.
It's the ghost of old Tom Joad.
The ghost of old Tom Joad. It's all right, Mom. Only bleeding. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna throw up.
Well, that's what's happening, folks.
Thanks, Robin. I gotta go. Come on, Jackie. Let's do your plug that you are so attached to. Jackie, that we can't live without. Jackie, Penthouse Joke Page Martling. You must get the very funny 2-hour video Wild Game Stump the Joke Man. $15, $4 shipping and handling. Jokeland special. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Hey, Freddie, I want to bring back Stump the Joke Man. Make a bed for Jackie to take phone calls to. We're going to bring that back. I want to hear him do that again. Make an idiot out of himself. Friday night march, and we'll give away prizes. Friday night, March 22nd at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info, call 516-922-WINE. Join King Norris to celebrate St. Patty's Day at the Lion's Den on Sullivan Street in Manhattan. Don't miss Boy Gary, Jackie Marlowe as Grand Marshals of the St. Patty's Day Parade in Dallas this Saturday. Wow, what an honor. Don't miss Steve the Gorilla this Sunday. What do you get? You get paid for that? You must be.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand. They pay you for that?
We're riding down the street in Jaguars with pretty girls, supposedly.
Really? Your wife going?
No. We have about 7 other appearances that we're making, too. We just got the itinerary.
What's going on?
Don't you remember this?
Who hired you?
Dallas, the station.
Oh.
They host the parade. This is a parade I did last year where the promotions director fell out of the Humvee.
Oh, yeah. That was funny tape. We saw tape of that.
Looking forward to a repeat.
The promotions director fell off the Humvee.
Yeah, it lurched and she went out the back on the
She went right out.
On the butt. She went right on
It's
the
great
butt.
tape. Do we still have that tape?
No.
That's the best. Remember we saw that? Didn't I see that? I didn't?
No.
Why do I think I did?
We described it so well.
No.
We described it well, but...
Yeah, I guess I visualized it. She was on the Humvee, like, you know, you stand there and you, like, wait for the crowd?
Right at the back, right?
Waving.
The truck took off and jolted forward. She just fell right off the back, fell flat on her ass, right off the top of the truck.
I think we saw videotape of it, but not of her actually falling.
I showed you tape of what it looked like with us up there waving.
Yeah, I know I saw tape of it.
But we didn't have the tape of her actually falling.
Yeah, they didn't get that.
But it's high up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you saw. Somebody got tape of her after she was already on the ground.
Yeah, I know I saw tape of it. It was funny. Don't miss Steve the Gorilla Gorilla this Sunday, March 17th, judging the first annual Green Bikini Contest at Hooters on Highway Boulevard in Staten Island. Contest starts at 9 p.m. Special guest judge, Mike Ganji.
Oh.
Wow.
Everybody's working.
If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineers, Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. We'll see you tomorrow.
Howard Stern. All morning. Pure rock all day.